Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion. In this video I'll be previewing the third ODI of the series played between England and India. This match will be taking place at Lord's. Let's get into this preview. Starting off with the conditions, I'll be reviewing the events of the last 6 matches as per usual in the form of stats. I'll only be considering 50 over matches or close to 50 over matches. There was one match which was a 39 over match, so I've omitted that and I've considered the surrounding 6 matches. So based off those matches, these are how the trends have gone. Batting first is yielded 5 wins. Batting second is yielded no wins. The average first inning score being 282. The average second inning score being 223. Pace economy 5.35. Spin economy 5.61. Pace wickets 79. Spin wickets 28. Starting off with batting first versus batting second. The wins batting first, many of them have been dominant victories. You got 100 runs, 80 runs, 50 runs, have been dominant victories. And the one win the one match that was a tie was the 2019 World Cup final, and even then 241 was not chased down. So this is a bat first venue. And when you're comparing pace and spin, seamers have bowled many more overs than the spinners. Teams have tended to go with 5 seam bowling options and 2 spinners. And those 2 spinners usually haven't bowled their full quota. But considering the overs, the lesser overs the spinners have bowled, they sometimes have had success. But once again, this is a pace dominant venue. So I'd say seamers who can bowl, who can pick wickets in the power play. I think if you've got those after batting first, you'll be most likely to win a match at this venue. So as I say in terms of the conditions. And now let's get into the playing 11s. Starting off with India, this is how I go. Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, Ishan Kishan, Akshar Patel, Arshdeep Singh, Gurnoor Brar, Jasprit Bumrah, Prasidh Krishna. And I think in the previous video, I said that there was a rumor that Rohit Sharma will be playing his last match at Lord's, and since then that rumor has been refuted, and I think it's a good scenario if it is refuted because India needed experience at the 2027 World Cup. They have enough ODIs to give Rohit Sharma a few more matches if they're still considering whether he'd be in contention for the 2027 World Cup. I think now is a bit too early to make a decision when he's not been performing badly. So that is my take on that. And KL Rahul, if he would be back, I've batted him at 4 in conditions that once again the ball will move around the first 10 overs. And I'll say this every time when it comes to the India ODI team, and they'll never make this change. But if KL Rahul is fit to play this match, considering the conditions, I'll repeat, if the second wicket falls within 12 overs, KL Rahul has got to bat at 4. If the second wicket falls after 12 overs, Shreyas Iyer can be sent out at 4. But in this match, what I'd see is if, let's say, 3 wickets fall in the first 12 overs, rather than sending out Shreyas Iyer, I'd send Ishan Kishan at 5. And that would solidify the theory that if Shreyas Iyer walks out after the first 12 overs, if he plays as comfortably as he did in the previous match and scores the amount of runs or similarly to the way he scored to the previous match, it would solidify the theory that Shreyas Iyer should not walk out within the first 12 overs of an ODI. So I think that it's something that I would follow, but I know they are not going to take that approach, but I'll be suggesting this every video. And given the bowling combination, but I said spinners, in spite of bowling less overs, they've had some success. But after the first match, I said Kuldeep Yadav could be brought back. But looking at the conditions, I think Hardik Pandya is not available. So they've not got that 4th seam bowling option. You saw the luxury England had in the previous matches that they could bowl out Jofra Archer by the 40th over because they had 3 more seam options. So considering that, Arshdeep Singh should be brought back. Gurnoor Brar, Jasprit Bumrah, Prasidh Krishna, meaning you can be more liberal in bowling Bumrah because Bumrah bowled 8 overs fairly quickly in the previous match and you only had 3 seamers. But you're defending, I think, a score that was 70 runs under par. And Akshar Patel, where he's not been bowling that with the previous match, I thought 9 overs, 1 for 35 would be a confidence booster. He's not been bowling that well. But I think as a one defensive spinner here, then you've got the 4 seamers. I think that is the combination to go with given this squad. And there's no need to go with batting depth because Bumrah scored 20 runs in the previous match. Arshdeep Singh can bat and Gurnur Brar can also swing the bat. So that's enough when it gets to that stage. You've got to prioritize the bowling. So that's what I would say there. And if they win a toss, India have got to bat first. And now on England, I'll be saying this again. They also won't go with this, but I will be suggesting 2 11s. They've got the same personnel, and they wouldn't be making. I'm also not making a change in terms of the personnel from the previous match, but I'll say this again: players batting in position. So if players bat in position, it's how it goes. Ben Duckett, Mo Jacks, Joe Root, Jacob Bedell, Harry Brook, Josh Butler, Sam Curran, Gus Atkinson, Jofra Archer, Adil Rashid, Saqib Mahmood. I don't know why Jacob Bell is opening the batting. He didn't do well in the previous match. And this ball also move around here. If he gets out for a low score here, what is that going to do? Disrupt the confidence of a player who has been performing, and it's for no reason because he's not an opening batsman in this format, and you've already got an opening batsman batting at 7. There's no need to switch those two around. Jacob Bell should be batting at 4. And given Harry Brook's approach, where he's looking to go aggressively from the start, I think this team looks stronger when he's batting at 5 than when he's batting at 4 and you've got players batting out of position around him. Where I think the previous match they sent out Sam Curran at 5 and Josh Butler at 6, and it's a correct decision to bat Josh Butler at 6. But would you rather Harry Brook at 5 or Sam Curran at 5? I'd rather Harry Brook at 5. Sam Curran can bat at number 7 in this team. And Will Jacks can open. He scores about 20 runs at number 7. It's not going to be a match-winning contribution because it's not his position. And if he opens, Jacob Bedell 4, both those two will start scoring bigger runs. Harry Brook will also have more of a cushion in terms of his aggressive approach, and I think this team will look stronger. They won't do that, but I think it's the correct decision. And they should not change the personnel in terms of what they played from the previous match. Who they played from the previous match? You've got the 1 spinner, then the 4 seamers. Now, I think they will continue to go with Jacob Bedell to open and Will Jacks at number 7, and I think they're unnecessarily weakening this team, but I don't know when they're going to revert back to what they're doing before, and I don't know why this was started, because I'll say this again, even in the New Zealand series before the Ashes, Jacob Bedell wasn't opening the batting, so I don't know why this started. So that's on that. And England have got to bat first if they win the toss. And now let's consider who has got the edge as per the conditions. For England, I'll be using 11-2, where Jacob Bedell was opening, Will Jacks to 7. I don't think they will change that. Once again, you've got to get to 60 in the power play at this venue. Which team has got the edge? Which top 4 will take you there? For India, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul. For England, Ben Duckett, Jacob Bedell, Joe Root, and Harry Brook. I think I won't be giving as much of an edge in terms of the top 4 because Shubman Gill's batting very well. Rohit Sharma will be looking to get a big score. Virat Kohli played very well in the previous match. I think they will send out Shreyas Iyer at 4, but I don't think they should do if the second wicket falls within 12 overs. For England, Jacob Bedell is not an opener and he hasn't scored many runs in the first 2 matches. And given Harry Brook's aggressive approach to ball moving around, you don't know how many he will score. So there is a case where you think Harry Brook, if he scores runs quickly, then England can still get to 60, but he could also be dismissed quickly, so I won't give much of an edge for the top 4. And now for the middle order, for India, you got Shreyas Iyer, Ishan Kishan, Akshar Patel. For England, you got Josh Butler, Will Jacks, Sam Curran, Gus Atkinson, Jofra Archer. I think England have got more batting depth, but India have also got reliable names where a lot of the time, the England batsmen are gifting away wickets at the wrong times, but I still think England have got the batting depth, so they take that edge. And now the important edge at this venue where you've got the power play seamers. For India, Arshdeep Singh, Gurnur Brar, Jasit Bumrah, Prasidh Krishna, compared with Sam Curran, Gus Atkinson, Jofra Archer, Saqib Mahmood. I'll be giving a slight edge to England once again, as I did in the previous match. If Arshdeep Singh plays, maybe it could be equal, but if he doesn't, and I think he will do, the support cast is who I refer to for England. I think they've got a more stronger support cast. So I think England have got a slight edge in the fast bowling. I will be considering spin because none of the spinners have bowled well. And I think in spite of spinners having some success with the limited overs they bowl at this venue, I think that do I expect them to? They could do, but Al Rashid has not had as much effectiveness in the T20 series and in this series. Akshar Patel 1 for 35 and 9 the previous match, but has he been bowling particularly well? Most of the matches, I wouldn't say so. So I wouldn't consider the spin edge at this venue given the resources, but I'd say England have got a slight edge going into this match. We'll see what happens if you enjoy the field. Manage to share, friends. This is my opinion. What's yours?